and welcome to Children's Sunday School for Second Presbyterian Church for January the 17th. My name is Elizabeth Link, and today's story is about a time when Jesus healed using only words. What would it be like without telephones or computers that help us talk to people who are far away? Without telephones or computers, people still heard the good news that Jesus could make people well. In this story, Jesus does not need to see or touch someone in order to heal. In Capernaum, an important royal official was worried. His son was very sick. He heard that Jesus could make sick people well. When he heard that Jesus was headed to Capernaum, this important official began a long walk to meet Jesus. The journey was long, hot, and dusty. The official walked for more than a day before he saw Jesus. When the official reached Jesus, he fell to his knees. He begged Jesus, "My son is very sick. Please come to my house." "You just want to see a miracle," Jesus said. "I want you to make my son better. Please come." But Jesus said, "Go back home. Your son is alive." The official trusted Jesus, so he started back on the long journey home. Before he arrived at his house, his servants ran to meet him. "Your son is alive and well." "When did he get better?" asked the boy's father. "Yesterday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon." "That is the same time I was talking with Jesus. Jesus healed my son without seeing or touching him. Jesus is amazing." After this, the official and everyone in his whole household trusted Jesus. How do you think the official heard about Jesus if there were no telephones or computers to spread the good news? Pretend that you were the royal official. How would you look as you walked to find Jesus to get help for your son? And then how would your face look as you approached home and heard the good news from your servants? If someone is sick, how can you help them if you cannot see them or be near them?
Hi everybody, my name is Maria Hammond and I'm here today for your Sunday school lesson to read you a fun story called When God Gave Us Words. One day, God decided to give words to man and woman, but the angels objected. People will not know what to do with words. Words should belong only to angels. But God said, "Perhaps people will make something beautiful with words." "Nothing could be more wonderful than what we do with words," the angels insisted. "People will just mess them up." But God was intent on hearing words from the mouths of men and women. So God filled the angels' sacks with words and sent the angels to earth to spread the words. In some sacks, God put long, difficult words like omniscient and anti-disestablishment and libertarianism. Tough word. The angels frowned. People will never understand the meaning of these words. And it was so. Because of the long, difficult words, dictionaries were created. In other sacks, God put silly words like gibberish, goop, and gosh. In one sack, God placed all the words that were hard to spell, like hors d'oeuvres. "People will never know how to spell those words," said the angels. And it was so. Because of hard-to-spell words, God created spelling lists. Then God sent the angels to put words into the mouths of all the people. The angels did as God commanded. When the angels returned from spreading the words, they sat down with God and listened. It took some time for people to get accustomed to using words. Slowly, they let each word form in their mouths. Carefully, they added one to another, until they made sentences. When they got used to the words, they talked and talked and talked until the angels shouted, "Enough!" But God wanted to hear more. Then people twisted and turned words and made lies. They rolled words in the wet earth, and they were covered with mud and created curses. People mixed words with sharp thorns, and gossip was born. The angels shouted, "Stop! What a mess people are making with our words." And God regretted giving words to man and woman. God was about to send the angels to earth to take back all the words when God heard a new sound. People stirred soft music into words and sang lullabies. Words were mixed with dance, and poetry was born. People joined laughter to words and told jokes. The angels smiled and said to God, "Some of these jokes are very funny, and some are just silly." And it was so. For the silly jokes, God created groans, and for the truly funny jokes, God just laughed. People mixed words with midnight and wrote mysteries. When the angels listened to the mysteries, their wings trembled. People wove longing, thanksgiving, and hope into words and offered prayer. Imagination and words were joined together, and then there were stories. The angels listened and were enchanted. God asked the angels if they still wanted to gather all the words and bring them back to the heavens. The angels remembered the lies and the curses and the gossip that people had made with words. Nevertheless, the angels did not want to take back the words. They loved the songs and poetry that people had created. They giggled at the jokes and cried during prayers. "We must hear the end of the stories the people are telling," the angels pleaded. And it was so. People were allowed to keep the gift of words. For the sake of stories. I hope you enjoyed our story today. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week.
Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year. Welcome back. I'm Mrs. Smith, and I'm here for music. And today we're going to be learning a song called Blind Man. The Sunday school lessons are about healing, and we are going to focus on the healing aspect in each of the stories we've heard so far this year and that we'll hear this week as well. So we're also going to get to use our drums. I was reminded over the break, we haven't used our drums yet in our worship kits. We've used our shakers. Thank you. And I hope you'll join me today in playing with the drums that you have in your worship kits as well. We're going to play them just like this. 2 beats on our drums in our song. It's going to be very important today. The best way to teach this one is just singing and playing it. Then I will play it on the piano and sing, but you'll do your singing with me and your drum playing with me. So I'll go through the whole thing right now. Blind man stopped by the road and he cried. Blind man stopped by the road and he cried. Blind man stopped by the road and he cried, oh, show me the words for the first verse. The second two verses follow the same notes, but here are the words. We all sit by the road and we cry, show me the way, show me the truth, show me the life, and the way to go home. And the last verse says, Jesus rose from the grave and he cried, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life, and the way to go home. And then we end together by saying and playing on our drums, Blind Man. All right, now I'll play, and it's so important for you to sing along and play those drums. Blind man sat by the road and he cried. Blind man sat by the road and he cried. Blind man sat by the road and he cried. Oh, show me the way, show me the truth, show me the light, and the way to go home. Sat by the road and he cried. Sat by the road and he cried. Sat by the road and he cried. Oh, show me the way, show me the truth, show me the light, and the way to go home. Jesus rose from the grave and he cried. Jesus rose from the grave and he cried. Jesus rose from the grave and he cried. Oh, I am the way, I am the truth.